Hi, beautiful. Welcome to EBINOTTI Official. I am EBINOTTI, and today we are doing the zodiac readings, something a little bit new to the channel. We're still going to be reading for all of the full moon and new moon cycles, so that's every 2 weeks. You can check back in. All the elementals will go up. That's a more in-depth, long-form content, so check that out if you're interested. And now, new to the channel, the zodiac readings. A little shorter, a little more personalized. You can check out your sun sign, your moon sign, any of the placements within your birth charts, or tap into any of the zodiac signs for any reasons, okay? You are a spiritual being. You are allowed to be tapping into different zodiac signs based on your mood, your season, any reason you want to get something done. You want to learn a new skill, okay? So today, full moon, it's in Leo. We are finally crossing out of this energy, and we are finishing up all of the zodiac readings for it with Aries. Aries is the next one in the list today. So welcome to all my beautiful Aries out there. Anyone tapping into the Aries energy. With Aries, we get the beginning of the zodiac. And like I said, full moon Leo, it's a fire moon anyways. Excuse me. And that's a nice pairing, okay? Aries and Leo do really well together. Typically, I'm not saying with a full moon right now you're killing it and you're doing well and you just showed up here as some kind of entertainment today. Not necessarily always the case with a full moon, right? But what's available to you in this 2-week window, okay? You can tap into this energy anytime as well. Keep in mind when you get into magic, mystery, and spirit, time gets very fluid, okay? So don't worry so much about the timeline, the zodiac stuff. If you're here, hey, what up? This message is for you. Okay, as you can see, we've got some cards already picked out for you today. For tarot, we're using the Crow Tarot, and for Oracle, we're using the Dragon Oracle, and we are starting today with the Goddess Oracle, okay? For Aries, under full moon Leo energy. Like I said, we are crossing out of this energy in the current timeline and moving into the next moon cycle, which is going to be new moon Pisces. So make sure you come back and check out some of those readings if you enjoy this one, if you're interested in that kind of stuff. Please feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, share this video with anyone you think might also be interested in it. At this point, excuse me, at this point, almost all of the zodiac readings are currently up. So you can send a video to a friend if you want, share the playlist, and check out the elementals. Down in the description box, you'll find all the information for contact, if you want to book a reading or anything like that. We also have my entire deck collection listed and linked down there for you for your convenience if you're looking for some cards. I always try to name the cards as we use them, but Gildeptes, Oya, and Lilith. I saw those 3 goddesses, no problem there, and they've been popping. We've seen this deck used throughout the full moon cycle, and we've seen quite a few of those ladies out here. So everything that happens in a reading is for you. It's part of the reading. That's how synchronicity and spirit goes. So keep that stuff in mind, okay? As I was saying, down in the description box, anything you need, please share this video if you feel you know anyone could also use it. And let's get into your reading today. On the bottom of the Goddess Oracle, Lady of Beasts with relationship. I'm laughing because it's another synchronicity. I love the beautiful moon cycles in this card. I've seen this card popping as I've been shuffling for the collective through this moon cycle, but she hasn't come out, and she's coming out for you, the Lady of Beasts, okay? As a theme to get us started, I will try not to hit the camera. Sorry about that. And here we go. So the Lady of Beasts, it's tapping into nature, the relationship that we have with the creatures of the earth, everything in nature. It can be wild animals, birds, beasts, insects, reptiles, you know, amphibious creatures, arachnids, anything you're into in the animal kingdom, okay? That's what that relationship is really speaking on. So you might be tapping into, or, you know, spending time with, being called to spend time with, that kind of thing, with your pets or, or nature. In that type of way, I've noticed, and it's coming up for you, Aries, I've noticed a lot of the predatorial birds, eagles, hawks, falcons, those kinds of things. Out in the skies, I've noticed them a lot. They've been around, they've been hovering. Almost every time I leave the house, I kind of am drawn to notice Not just a crow, a seagull, a pigeon or something. No, I'm talking like big, beautiful, the endangered species even to some extent. So the relationship we have with animals is supposed to be a very powerful, close-knit one where, we protect each other and we work for each other. And that might be coming in for you in a big way under full moon Leo, okay? So we didn't talk at all about this moon cycle and what it signifies, but Leo is all about king of the jungle energy, as we get your card pretty aggressive there. King of the jungle energy with full moon Leo. You face your fears so that you can activate bravery and prove to yourself how courageous you are. It's a skill. Courage is a skill set, okay? And bravery is how you interact with that skill set. So a lot of the collective being tested under this full moon cycle, and that for an Aries, that's definitely going to be affecting you in terms of your identity or the challenges around you, okay? Let's see. Ooh, I love this as your theme for the reading, Shakti with energy, if you see that beautiful alignment energy. So again, bringing us back to the message of the activation. You have to be in alignment, you have to be in tune, whatever you want to call it, in flow, centered, zen, at peace. There's a lot of different ways to describe this type of energy throughout our cultures, our timelines, our personal experiences, excuse me. So please lean into that alignment in any way that you can if activation or power is something that's on the table for you. And talking about on the table, let's see what we get for your card. Ooh, Ishel, powerful full moon energies. The full moon's not quite done with you yet, Aries. And I love that because we are kind of finishing up this cycle with your reading. You're one of the final signs being read under this full moon. So if you can see the power energy there, it's looking a lot more like a spider web than it usually does with this energy coming off of this wand of power, this, this thing being held, okay, by that goddess energy. And there you have, your ability to connect the dots, to weave a web, to research, to create, to use your creative mind. That's how that's feeling. We've seen Ishel as well under this full moon cycle, but we haven't quite read her or picked up her energy in that way where it's really a creative thinking coming through for you, Aries. Love that. That's very powerful, feeling very, very powerful mentally, which if you do end up tapping into any of the other readings for the full moon Leo, I can tell you nobody else is really getting that message, okay? The mental space, the air element has been a very difficult energy for the collective for full moon Leo. So, you've got a bit of an activation there, which is looking like a superpower for this moon cycle compared to everybody else. So well done. I want to say well done to you, Aries. You probably don't pat yourself on the back as much as you should, so I'll give that one for you. Well done. Whatever it is creatively that you've been using your mind to do, you've been doing it very, very well from a place of true alignment, okay? Really activating power, which is the energy that Shakti over here is talking about, and Ishel as well, to use that power, not just to align to it, but to activate it in a way that you can use it for something that is important to you, something that, helps the collective that you're trying to get done. So let's see what the Dragon Oracle has to say next for you, Aries, under full moon Leo. On the bottom of the deck, wow, there's a lot of cards in these decks, and we just keep seeing the same dragons and the same goddesses, and it's wild. So the orange gold dragon from Arcturus, a little tongue-tied on that one, opens you to knowledge for the new golden age, and the advice, carry the energy of the future and be a guiding light. Again, Ishel coming through to really talk about how you connect things, how you bring things together that might not otherwise be capable. So very interesting, carrying the vision of the future. Again, that mental energy coming in for you, Aries, to talk about all of the things that you can use your vision, your powerful mind to envision, imagine, okay? So really sticking to the vision, the future, holding on to that dearly. I just heard dearly. Ooh, as we get the Alpha Dragon, and I know, ooh, there's two. Okay, interesting. Can't wait to see what's under Alpha. Let's go on the bottom of the deck first. The Blue Dragon from Pleiades. Beautiful. If you know me, blue is my favorite color, so I love this one. The blue dragon from Pleiades prepares you to accept source healing. Source healing. That's some deep, deep, deep healing stuff. Feeling a little heavy, and the advice, accept a heart activation and give and receive heart healing. Wow. So blue doesn't typically come through as attached to the heart too much, you know. It's not something. It's throat chakra. You want to speak truth, you want to have a clear mind, you want to see clearly and know, you want to have knowledge and understanding. But here, a heart activation coming through that truth. Okay, and I'm being really called to look at Shakti again, as we see Nuit with mystery underneath. The blue is the thing outside of the egg in this imagery, and that's really powerful here. So the heart activation coming from the Palladians, which love that for you, is going on very strong. If you've got anything going on where you see the blue inside the circle here, look at that. If you've got anything going on, even in the root here, it could be something coming in as some kind of a truth and hitting those chakras in that way where it affects you to the heart, okay? So blue as a color for you, what's coming in for it is the alignment to truth, to understanding, and to knowledge. So where you do have questions, mental questions, curiosities, and wonder, to pull the thread, okay? To scratch the itch, if you will. That's the message coming in for you so far, Aries. On the bottom, sorry. These are going to be your cards for the reading. We only needed one, but we got two, so I'm very curious. Wow, the silver lunar dragon is your second dragon for this reading. So let's read the alpha dragon first, because that one came out first. Both of these dragons have been seen throughout this moon cycle. For full moon Leo, the alpha dragon, harness the divine masculine power of creation. That is the seeding energy, okay? Seeding. The advice, destroy the old, visualize your dream, and help to manifest a new world. Again, we're talking about envisioning the future here. Visualize your dream, it said. And destroy the old is where, again, masculine energy as opposed to feminine energy, the difference between the destruction, the battles, the actual combat of it all is masculine power, okay? The silver lunar dragon bathes you in divine feminine light. How beautiful of a divine masculine and divine feminine, black and white or silver. I mean, it's just such a powerful cosmic balance coming in for you here, Aries. The advice, come into balance and practice peace, harmony, and cooperation. Expand your causal chakra. Okay, getting specifically down into the sacral chakra. It's important for you now. Let's see how they want to go there together. Give me just one second. Okay. Getting down into the sacral chakra, we get into water as an element, and I think that's a really important balance for you right now, Aries. So air is probably something you're doing really, really well, but emotion or everything that goes with the water element, you know, the compassion, the emotion, it's definitely something you do very, very well. Deeply compassionate energy coming from Aries here, but the patience, it's not so much 1 + 1 = 2. It's much more of a creative, artistic, feminine way of moving when it comes to research and intuiting things as opposed to scientifically deciphering them. Okay, so a little bit of advice here that you need a little bit of balance. You need to bring in a little bit of the feminine balance. You can do that in so many different ways. Make it personal, make it yours. But because it's full moon, everybody always gets some kind of advice, whether they're absolutely smashing it out here or not. And you definitely feel like you are smashing some goals, some achievements, some success, or, you know, when you have to slowly take time down a path, you're really moving down that path. So again, the need to say well done to Aries out here. Okay, as we step into the tarot now, let's see what we get for your tarot cards. Again, alpha dragon and silver lunar up here, just looking so counterparts, so beautiful, so black and white. The lover's energy coming through, Gemini energy coming through. So now it's at the point where we got to talk about your polarity. Within the zodiac, there are really only 6 whole zodiac signs, and they are split into 2 polarities. So your polarity, Aries, is Libra. Okay, where we get into justice, honor, the scales, the fairness, and the balance of all things, okay? So whereas Aries is an independent energy, focused on self-creation, self-image, reaching your full potential, activating all your gifts, impacting the world the way that Aries is oh so capable of impacting the world. You find the balance, okay? So a little bit of a challenge energy here coming in terms of balance for you. We're going to see why. Could be coming from the exterior. Could be something that you're facing, coming up in your healing on that journey. Okay, let's do it. I've got a little kyanite wand out here for you, Aries, and I'll probably hold on to it. Oh, Wheel of Fortune. I just want to put it down for a second. Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. We need to really take a second and talk about this. So I'm going to have a little sip of my cafe au lait over here. I'm just drinking a regular coffee with cream and sugar today. Not really by choice, but we do love our coffee game around here. And I'm out of all the good stuff, so it's just the regular stuff today. Major Arcana number 10, the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Wow, it's a big one, okay? It's the three sisters of fate. It's your destiny, and that sounds so cheesy, I know, but that's the energy of the Wheel of Fortune. I didn't write the tarot, I just read with the tarot, okay? So Wheel of Fortune's a really lucky energy. It's also a movement energy if luck isn't the thing, you know, if it's not luck that you need or luck that you want or even luck that you feel like you care about right now, because you can't focus on that, you can't do anything with it. Again, there's an alignment energy coming in for you there, Aries, where it's like, yeah, but do you embody a lucky person? Do you embody the person that is privileged, had a good life, looks at the positive or the proud moments? You know, like, do you reflect as a whole on your life in that way? Because that's an important perspective, especially when it comes to feminine and creativity and using power in that way. Big alignment message for you. That could be where you're missing, as we get just one card flying out for you. Ooh, and it's the Eight of Swords. Okay, so let's talk about the mental space. Since I said you were smashing, you were killing, oh, everybody, you know, is struggling with the mental space, and look at you go, Aries. Okay, well, here's how it goes sometimes. The collective right now is in Eight of Swords energy, like as a whole. There's a lot of different janky swords energy within the mental space. We all know that the brain, the mind, it's a powerful, powerful tool, okay? And there's programming and there's all of these things out here just trying to get your brain to want things that probably aren't even in your best interest, like luxury items that are no good, food that's no good, all of that. And on top of all of that, coming in for the collective, we're reading this moon cycle, even though it's full moon, we're in Aquarius season. That's the eldest of the air element signs. Okay, it's a really intense energy, especially if, Aries, you think seriously about your counterpart, your natural zodiac polarity being Libra, all about air, justice, like, you know, so it can be very, very challenging. The good news about the Eight of Swords is eight is a power energy, and you have so much power in the minor arcana to interact with the energy at hand. This is one of those energies where if you are creating mental barriers for yourself, this is the message not to do that. Okay, you have a blindfold in this energy, and you're not really like totally like caged in, tied down or anything. You could easily remove the blindfold, the swords, like, and just move out of this energy, but you don't want to. And that's the first message coming in. So we're going to get a 5-card spread here, and this is the first card out. So this could be for most of the collective, for most of the Aries here. Ooh, that was quick too. This could be past energy, and that's great, but it's still here on the board, which makes it relevant. So it's like, this is what you're coming off of. You need to let go of some of these smaller limiting beliefs, or the way you've always done something, the way you've always seen yourself. The weirdest example that's coming in, everything in a reading is for the reading. The weirdest example coming in is the first time I put on like elegant business wear. Like, as a young Canadian female, I was, you know, dressing for something professional. I wanted to wear a suit, and I just felt like such a schmo in it. Like, high-waisted, wide-leg trousers and a blazer. Like, I'd never worn a dress shirt before. It just felt so weird. And now that, I mean, I was probably 17, 18 when that happened, and now I'm just about to turn 38. Yay, happy almost birthday to me. Now it's like one of my favorite styles, and I wear it so elegant and casual. I have different ways of wearing like a wide leg trouser, but then I still remember to this day how weird I felt in it. Okay, so there's an energy of self-identity that comes through pretty powerfully with Aries, that we don't want to identify as something so small Or we don't want to let on the flip side of that, when it goes dark, because we have alpha dragon out here, we've got like the dark side or masculine energy in its purity, which is protective. That's the way I read the color black. It can also be a very rebellious energy where it's like, oh, I don't want to because I'm this person and I'm not going to wear something like that because of blah, blah, blah. Standing up for yourself is one thing, and putting your foot down when you have boundaries, that's all very important stuff. And we love psychology around here, so I'm all about it. But when it's self-deprecating, when it's no longer for you, that's the energy of the Eight of Swords, is whatever it is that in your imagination you can't quite wrap your head around you being, doing, or having. It is now self-deprecating, because in your heart of hearts, you want this thing. There's power behind that energy, okay? Wow, lots of messages off the Eight of Swords. As we get our second card out, the Four of Swords. So I like it because, again, the Gemini energy that we saw with black and white, silver and alpha up here, comes through with this, where you get the 4 to the 8. You know, times 2, when you double it, when you mirror it, you get that same energy. But the 4 is a much more stable energy, okay? It's power before it starts throwing its weight around or getting distorted or attacked, okay? So here, where the message is to rest, to recover because of what you've been through mentally. There's a lot of battles going on in the mental arena for you, which means it's spiritual. With Aries, it's definitely going to be, if it's something going on in your mind, then it's definitely going on in your heart, okay? Aries might not call themselves spiritual all the time, but they are deeply connected to humanity. And to me, that's, you know, the true connection to God. So in my opinion, that is the most spiritual in some ways. And I'm a Pisces, and as Aries starts the zodiac sign, Pisces completes it, okay? So they are their own type of companion energy. There's a sister, brother, peer-to-peer energy there as we get our central. I couldn't wait to see it. I just had to see it right away. Knight of Cups centrally. So again, look at that beautiful water energy coming in for you, the warrior of water, okay? So you do have a big heart. That full moon with Ishel up here definitely expresses it. You need to give yourself credit where credit is due for having, as well as divine masculine energy within you, divine feminine energy as well, because you are a balanced creature. Okay, this type of warrior here, I mean, they give him a lot of credit as being like super romantic, knight in shining armor, however that energy is coming in for you, as we just crossed out of, you know, Valentine's Day and that whole season of love, right? So very beautiful. As we get closer to your birthday here, Aries, I saw 2233 on the clock, breaking down to 4-5, you know, or 5-5. A lot of mirroring, a lot of the lover's energy coming through for you. So a lot of the twin energy, and that can just mean that you learning to identify with other parts of yourself. So growing in a big way, where it's not directly a love message, it's definitely coming in about you expanding and getting to know and love new parts of yourself, because you are beautiful and you do deserve to see all of your potential achieved. Big warrior for the heart energy coming in, and I love that for you, Aries. So keep it moving, keep it shaking like Aries always does. Rest and recovery and reflection in the heart space is a huge activation for you if you're willing to take it. You do have to slow down for that. So if you're already slow, meaning things are going, you know, a certain way in your life and you don't have everything sorted out, just keep that in mind. The need to rest and reflect in the heart space because of your warrior energy, your activations, your creative mind, all of your superpowers. That is the message. Allow that, but don't allow stagnancy in the mental space based on your own limiting beliefs. You don't want that. You don't need that. It's time to like drop some of that stuff and let it go. If somebody's telling you that you're fucking awesome and deep in your heart you've always wanted to believe it and they're right there to support it, now's the time. Why not do it when you have somebody like a cheerleader, a warrior, a lover, or a partner beside you to support that, okay? Fourth card out, ooh, a big one. Major Arcana number 13, Scorpio energy, breaking down to the 4. Again, now on either side of your central energy, you're going to have 4 energy with the 4 of Swords, and now Death card 13, breaking down to a 4. So with this, you get a huge transformation. It's not an easy one. You definitely have to release things. Things end under this energy. The feminine does that open-heartedly and bleeds out on the floor, okay? And that's the energy I'm kind of feeling here as I see the red poppies, the symbol of death and you know, heroin in the background here. So the conspiracy is coming out. You might want to do a research project if you're really going through some heavy, you know, like a breakup or something, or loss of a job, or you lost somebody, and, you know, life and death is a pretty serious thing, and Aries handles the real world very, very well, but that doesn't mean that it's easy. I mean, we're given a full range of emotions, and that's how this is feeling. In the active way, though, in the way that you're interacting and creating and being just a beautiful artist and intelligent person that you are right now, Aries, you have the ability to transform right now, which, you know, if you've always felt like you were unlucky, remember we started with the Wheel of Fortune as we get your final card here. If you've always felt like you were unlucky, like things just don't work out for you or whatever, that might be what needs to transform here. That might be the thing that you finally release and just believe yourself to be a wonderful part of the future for all. Wouldn't that be so lovely? It's the feeling of, as a friend, because that's how I'm reading this now, your guides, or my guides, are coming through to express to you the amount of friendship that you will receive on the other side of this transformation, because it is quite a big one. When your identity is on the table, literally Alpha and Silver Luna up here are so strong, like the counterpart energy where, you know, with Knight of Cups and the warrior of romance out here being centrally, it's like there might be some really heavy relationship stuff going on in your life, around you, and everybody is on the path of love the same way everybody's on the path of money here, okay? So allowing yourself to transform, to heal once and for all, and to come out, scarred beast or not, to come out the other side of this healthy, in balance. The way we saw Shakti energy, it was like aligned, inner peace, finally letting some old things go, and, you know, resting assured that the future will be better, as we see the bottom of the deck. Major Arcana 21. Wow. The World card, okay? The completion of a cycle, like for real, especially from Spirit, to say congratulations. You've done a wonderful job here. It's like it's a big high five from the universe type of energy with the World card. It's a really strong energy that comes into our lives. You can't like go through a world energy. This is your theme right now. So this is not over. I mean, for some of the collective, they're like, oh, thank God it's over for me. But, you know, this is not an over energy. This is part of the process that you're in right now. This transformation of death is one of the steps that will make this process very obvious to you, that a big part of your life is changing. You're changing. Things are changing. I mean, the World card can mean you're moving, changing careers, like that's moving in a way, if you think about it. You could be literally relocating, just apartments, upgrading, downgrading, downsizing, upsizing, decluttering, minimalist, all that crap. You could be going across the world, changing totally locations. I'm seeing all these beautiful beaches all of a sudden here, okay? Going to Europe, going to Bali, going to Thailand, going to South America, wherever. Love that for you, Aries. So allow the transformation to come in if you're really, really tired of now the Eight of Swords feeling a lot like a cycle, going through the same cycles over and over, maybe with relationships, people, your mother could be coming in, you know, all the things. When it comes to love and bonds and trust and loyalty, it's a long, dirty road, okay? And that's how this is feeling. So really going through it, using creativity to heal right now, getting as much rest as you can and need, but not slipping into despair, okay? It is not despair for you here, Aries. It is a beautiful transformation, like the butterfly. From the caterpillar into the chrysalis you go, and then you leave all that dead matter behind, and you come out this beautiful looking spiritual AF. Wow, big message for Aries to finish this off at the end. Two of Swords, it's a choice. You've got a choice to make, a matter of the heart, if I could be so bold as to guess that one for you. A matter of the heart, you've got a choice to make here. We started with the Eight of Swords, and now we finished with the Two of Swords. This is something that you have been not wanting to look at for a while, not wanting to face for a while. Let me tell you, under full moon Leo, it's time, okay? We're about to go into new moon Pisces. Pisces, everybody is activated in Pisces energy right now because our north node in all the cosmos for everybody on the planet is in Pisces, okay? And that means you are forced into that type of energy where you just flow with the flowing and go with the going. But if you choose illusion, let me tell you, as a Pisces, my friend, it will go so much stronger. This transformation is happening one way or another. And this ending from the cosmos in support of your heart, your mind, your power, this is happening no matter what. So if you choose, always free will, if you choose to go about the cycle again, guess what? You get another round, a long one, another long round. Okay, so you have to choose for yourself. You have to choose with your heart as somebody who is 100% heart-based. Okay, you can't logic this one out because it ain't working. We're going to leave that one right there as we cross 30 minutes. Sorry about the long reading. I hope you enjoyed this one and got everything you needed out of this reading today, Aries. We love you so much, and we will see you in your next reading.